and they do that stuff that you don't see as much back home. That's what I love about her. It's good to be back. Actually, I was here. I met Rose at AFA February. We came to the tour around February, and we got engaged around February 2nd in her hometown. And the way I came to AFA again was researching through the internet and looking for my true love. And AFA brought me to the Philippines, where I met Rose. And we've been together now for 4 months, doing a lot of planning, long distance relationship, a lot of FaceTiming, and I'm looking to be here permanently, probably within a year. But I've met her family and all our people from our hometown, the provinces, so I'm learning a lot about the Philippines. So it's a lot to take in, but the Filipino people have been very open with me, very kind with me, and I really, really have fell in love with the Philippines, as well as Rose. So I'm back, and just back to tell our story that everything is going wonderfully. It's going fine. Yes, we're currently engaged. Been 4 months now, and I'm back for her birthday. I came back for her birthday. We celebrated her birthday. Had a DJ, and so it was kind of a combination celebration of her birthday and me coming back to see her, to reunite. And it turned out being bigger than we thought. We had over 300 people that showed up from the province and almost knocked down the fence. So it was a big thing, a big deal. Well, of course, going back home, going back to America, adjusting back to America, and thinking, okay, what I need to do to get to the Philippines. I'm getting close to retirement, and so being an ex-veteran, looking into the VA, the Social Security, how my retirement transcends or transfers over to the Filipino area, the cost of living. We've looked at some land out here, looking to purchase some property and maybe open a couple of businesses. And I'm also the type that, being I'm retired, I like to give back. So I know that, and I think I discussed that 4 things I learned about the Philippines is that a lot of rice. I ate a lot of rice when I was here. Basketball is very popular. Karaoke and horror movies. For some reason, I like watching horror movies. So I've had to adjust, but I think when I come back, a lot of stuff I'm going to do is geared to the things that Filipino love to do, but bring some American influence back here. And her family and her community have really, they already miss me. They bonded with me really quick. And, oh my gosh, she's gone. They miss me. So I can't wait to get back, which will be probably around New Year's. We'll be back around New Year's to celebrate the New Year. It's humbling. You know, back in America, I get off work and take a shower. You know, here, learning how to use the bucket system. I've had lechon. I've cooked outside a lot. Chicken. I've had coconut, straight from the coconut, cutting the top of it off. Haven't had, what was the egg? The duck egg? I can't think of it. Balut. That's what they want. That's the last thing I have to do to be a true Filipino, is do the balut. But I've done just about everything. Squid. I've done the squid. I've done everything else. And I've actually cooked some American influenced food here. Tried to cook for them, but with beef and sausage, but they like pork. They don't seem to want anything to do with beef or sausage, so I have to use the ingredients. So a lot of times I'm having to adjust to the ingredients of the Filipinos versus the American culture, and I'm trying to blend it together. So we kind of share a little bit East and West or whatever influence.
Who gets to say it's too soon to be falling for?
Change? Well, of course, we got stronger. We missed each other immensely. I'm starting to pick up on the language, Visay, I'm learning some words here and there slowly but sure, and as well as I'm also teaching a little bit of English. So, and the kids, I think I have a following. I can't go anywhere without 5 or 6 kids tagging along with me, wanting to do something. But what's really changed is nothing really as far as our strength, our love for each other. I think we're really, one thing about Filipinos is it's really a family. It's still that family thing that I wanted. I think that we don't have an empty house ever. And sometimes I have to ask her, hey, can we have some time just for being you? But usually her mom, her father, her brother, every relative, I met every relative, again, even the community. So, I mean, it's a real, once you are involved with the Filipina, you're involved actually with not just her, but a huge family. And I think that's one thing I've had to learn or adapt to.
If they only knew the way we feel, this would all go away.
I focus on work, to provide. As a man, you're a provider. So when I am home, I have a routine. I get up, I go to work. I get off work. I work late because I don't really do the club thing. I don't really get out. I mean, like I said, I'm all about saving as much money as I can. I get home, I work out. Being a little older, I always have a routine. I work out just about every day. Try to eat healthy, stay healthy. And then I call her. We sit on the phone for a while before I go to bed, and it's the same routine the next day. But every time we're talking, we're always making an itinerary or a plan or what's our next step, whether it's a visa, whether it's a passport, whether it's what are we doing as far as land, what are we doing as far as finances, how are we planning. Everything's a plan. You just can't, you have to plan before you come here. So I have to prepare myself every time I come here. Before I leave the States, I got to make sure all the bills are paid, but then also I've got to look about taking care of her here also. So it's not just we talk, we're constantly growing and communicating, and I think it makes us prepared. So I'm not as surprised when I come back to the Philippines. Every time I come back, I'm like, okay, I know this. I know what's going on here. I know what to expect. Shorts, t-shirts, and flip-flops. I don't wear a lot of cowboy boots from Texas and tennis shoes and jeans. So it's I learned that I have to adapt to a different kind of way of life. Her family, of course, is just, they're stoked. You can say they're just like ecstatic. Oh my gosh. Not too many men can come from an area of comfort like the United States, where you have the conveniences, to an area where you have to work harder. People here work harder. Like we laugh because when I wash clothes, I can wash 4 loads of clothes in my washer and dryer in a couple hours. They got to do it by hand. It takes them a long time. They got to do a lot more cleaning than I have to do. It's again a little bit more traditional, which I'm accustomed to. But that's again the reason I came, because they're more traditional. They can do without, but they make the best of it. But I am bringing some Western influences. I, helped her with some things that are placed to make it simplified for her. And the same thing with her family. I'm actually sharing information with the family to make the community better. Again, I'm always about the community. So if I make it better for us, I'll make it better for everybody around us, which makes everybody happy. And I guess that's why they're like, oh my gosh, he's gone. I can't wait for him to come back. And I can't wait to get back, because I like seeing other people happy. I like seeing my future to be wife forever happy, so that's what it's about. Well, my questions have been answered. Are they really traditional? Are they true? What's different? Again, they take care of you. I know when I wake up in the morning, you want coffee. You hungry? Your clothes are dirty. Let me help you wash your clothes. I mean, they do that stuff, that you don't see as much back home. Again, the conveniences, the laundromats and things. Everybody's so busy, they're not really. She looks up for me in the morning and says, "Are you okay?" And that's what I love about her. Is that she cares about me. Like, I have pink eye right now a little bit, and she actually puts the drops in my eyes every day, and she actually check my eyes, let me look at you. You know, that's simple things, you know, that you just don't get, that attention to detail, you know, that commitment to a relationship, you know, that's what I like. And that's what I would always long for. So I will sacrifice pretty much anything for true love, true care, true, you know what I mean? Just somebody who actually cares about you, you know, and pays attention to you. And that's something that, you know, that's priceless. And that's why, you know, the Filipino women are, from what I've read and learned, is for real, in my case.
Rain was coming down on the day that you left town. It's like the sky could tell. But I know that you'll be back someday.
It's really a mindset. A lot of guys, of course, think, oh, the Filipino women are just looking to come to America for a better life. She wants to stay home. She wants to stay with her family. She's not looking to go to America to where the showers are in the convenience store. She wants to stay here. But yeah, she wants better here, but she wants to stay home. Not everybody wants to go run into America because it's the place to be. You know, the cost of living here is a little bit less. It's, you know, so I can live more comfortably for simple pleasures. I'm not looking for the big things. If I wanted some big stuff, I can go buy it, but I don't need it. I just need to be happy. So as long as I'm happy, I'm good. You know, so a lot of these guys, you know, you know, they only want to come to get like the green card. Just want to come back and make, that's not true. You mean, you just, I'm not going to say that it's in all cases. I'm just in my experience. That's the way I say things. In my experience, that's not true. It's you have to do the research and you have to study the woman. You have to know the woman. You have to understand the woman and you have to pay attention, you know. So you just can't go by a book by its cover. You actually got to read it. So I've learned, you know, reading a book of Selena here. So, and I like it thus far. So I'm going to go to the end.
Our lives are full of days like these, and there's not a moment this when I don't think the stars for this. Take what you love and set it free. The love of my life came back to me.
In any relationship, there's no perfect relationship. There were several guys I came with to the last social that were very particular, very picky. You have to give up some of those picky things. You know, some of those, well, she's, you know, too big, or she's too small, or she's got too many kids, or she has no many kids. You got to kind of look a little bit deeper into it. You know, what are you looking for? So you got to, in your mind, when you come here, you got to know what you're looking for, and you got to stick to that. But have a little bit of gray or shade area. There are areas that you may have to work with. Don't be too specific. I talk to a lot of guys. You know, another thing is a lot of guys, again, they don't understand girls from the province or some areas how they live. And some guys will go out to where they live and go, oh no, I can't do this, or whatever. Being me and being a Marine, being in lots of conflicts and lots of areas where it's uncomfortable, it was okay to me. I understood. But I understood also how to fix it and how to make it a better place also. You can make things comfortable. So a lot of guys said, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know. You know, so it's really, you have to know the woman. You have to know what you're looking for. And again, what I was looking for was traditional, family-oriented, hardworking people, which Filipinos are. They're not giving stuff, they work for it. And they appreciate it. That's another thing, and I'm glad you brought that up. They're very appreciative of what you do for them. That's what I can take from everything I've done. When I go and visit our family, everybody, even if it's the little things or the big things, they're like, thank you so much. They're very appreciative. You don't get that back home. And to me, that just makes me just want to just, you know, hey, whatever. Doesn't bother to me. Because what you give, you get back.
Saw you walking by today with the sunset in your eyes. I couldn't find the strength.
I'm glad I made the trip. I'm glad I did what I did. You know, sometimes I pray a lot, and I always ask for God, take me somewhere, do something, help me out. And he answered. So I was blessed. That's only having faith. So you have to have faith. And that's another thing I told guys at the social. You have to have faith that you're making the right decision. And then once you do it, you stick with it. Because if you're a good enough man and strong enough man, you can get yourself out of whatever situation. Don't be scared. There's always a way out, and you're not committed to having to be with a woman or something. But just do your research, open your mind up, and understand what you're coming to. So, like I said, you know, every guy has a different what goal or different what they're looking for, you know, you go what you're looking for. I knew what I was looking for, so I'm good.
So what if we only just met?
You too can experience the romantic adventure of a lifetime. Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Interested? Learn more at
islandladies.com.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.
Yes, darling, I know